You're listening to the Evil Metal Gamers Podcast.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Evil Metal Gamers Podcast. Today is September. Whoop, not September. October 4th, 2017. We're recording it early and then we're going to post it on Friday. My name is Jose Roldan.
I'm Frank Barna.
And we are the Evil Metal Gamers Podcast. We're going to be talking about a couple of things today. News, movies, whatever. You know, nerd stuff. And we'll start off with Frank. What do you got, Frank?
All week, every week. So I'm going to start off with something that I told you I was going to talk about, but I didn't talk about. But we're going to start off with that.
Okay.
When it comes to technology and stuff, I'm a little skittish. I'm a little anti-newer technology just because I'm not a fan of it because I see what it does to society. I was one of the last of my friends to actually get a smartphone, and I was very anti-smartphone.
I remember.
And to a certain degree, I still am. I hate my smartphone because I always freak out that I lose it. And when I had a piece of crap Nokia, it didn't bother me that I could be losing my phone. It wasn't a big deal.
Remember when you were phoneless for like a year or something?
Oh my God, that was glorious. I love that. That was one of my favorite times in life.
You can't do it now.
No, I mean, I could. The thing is this: we all say we can't. Once that first week goes by of withdrawals, goes by, because I'm not on Facebook anymore.
I'm not on Facebook either, but you still need your phone. It's no longer a luxury. It's
no. And when it comes to phones, I understand that, and this is what I tell my students is that it's not so much the need for the phone, like how they need it with Snapchat and with all their social media.
I hate Snapchat.
They're like crackheads with their phone. For me, I use it because I do a lot of traveling. I use the Yelp and different things to find different.
You take pictures.
Oh, I take pictures all the time.
You have a camera all the time on you.
Texting with the group chat, you couldn't really do that on the old Nokia phones. And I constantly, in class, I always look up information if the students aren't aware of it and double check and fact check everything. I use the phone for essentially what it was invented for, not for the nonsense that a lot of people use it for. That being said, I saw the commercial, 2 days ago
of
the Apple Watch 3.0.
Oh my God.
I fucking hate I hate smartwatch. I think it's the bane of human existence. And I look at people, I'm like, you're fucking stupid. And then I saw it, and then I'm like, motherfucker, I want it. And I want it for one reason and one reason only. Are you ready? Are you ready? And I fucking hate that I want it. So with Apple, they have the earbuds, right? You know, the ones that you don't need the cord.
Uh-huh.
So you sync up a pair of earbuds to your watch, right? I don't stream music. I download everything. My iTunes is literally taking up the most memory of my phone. It's over 2 gigs of memory because of all the music I have. Because the new one has the built-in phone in it, or the processor.
Okay.
It can take my iTunes and have it on the phone. And I don't have to take my phone into the gym. So I can work out.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. It's going to have a lot of memory to put it in there?
I think it's using the cloud.
But you need the phone, don't you?
No, the new.
Oh, it's going to have its own Wi-Fi.
No, it's going to have its own like shit. It's going to have
exactly.
Like you know when I come over with the iPad and how my iPad's connected to the internet. We pay extra to have it connected to the internet. So that's what the 3 is going to have that feature.
So you have to pay for the internet.
Yeah, but once again, you're not hearing what I'm saying. I want it for that fee. Like literally.
Just for that?
Dude, it is a pain in the ass to go to the gym because this fucking block, you see how big this shit is as big as my fucking hand.
Why don't you put it in your arm like everybody else?
Dude, it's a pain in the ass. And then when it comes to certain lifts and stuff, like you see how the cable is, the bar or the dumbbell or whatever will get caught on the cable and I'll yank the fucking headphones
right out
out.
of your ears. Okay.
the ease of that, and then running Spartan races and stuff because it's water resistant, so I can do my Spartan races. I don't have to carry my phone to listen to music because
that is actually really cool.
Yes. That's 8, 10, 12 miles that I'll do.
And it's waterproof too, right?
Yeah. So
that's actually really cool.
I'm looking at it. I'm like, motherfucker, because I just made fun of my girlfriend because she bought one and returned it. I'm like, why would you buy something so fucking stupid? And then I sat there and I looked at her. I'm like, I'm a fucking idiot right now. And she goes, what? I'm like, I want it. And she goes, and I'm like, I'm acknowledging I'm a hypocrite right now. I'm acknowledging the fact that I fucking suck right now. But god damn it,
you
Apple.
suck because you like Apple, so that should be enough.
But I really like it. It's such a dumb feature. I'm not gonna get it day one, but I perceive that I'm gonna get it.
They're not gonna sell out of that stuff.
Oh no. But I mean, I'm the type of person I don't need to have it day one when it comes out. So they'll come out with the 4. But if the 3 has that functionality, I'll just wait till the 3. You know what I mean? I'll wait for it to get old, and then when it gets old, I'll get the older one for cheap, and then I'll just ride it till the wheels fall off.
I just don't see why. You just can't put your phone on your fucking...
It's a pain in the ass. And once again, it's the idea that there's no cords whatsoever.
Yeah, but just get the earbuds.
But the other thing is okay, so when you're working out, right, especially when you're doing an arm movement,
okay,
your muscles tend to
stretch?
swell. No,
yeah.
but swell.
Okay.
So when you're pushing and you're forcing, it's like you're flexing your muscle. But then when you go in the relaxed mode, now your fucking armband's sliding up. I used to have one. It's sliding up and down your arm.
Okay.
The majority of people who have them are women.
So you're saying that Apple thought of this?
Well, the commercial was, this is what the commercial was, though. And as soon as I saw the commercial, I saw it for me. It was a dude on a skateboard. Okay. And he was riding a skateboard, and he was jamming out to his music, and he's able to maneuver, and it's showing.
Yeah, I think I saw it for surfing too.
Yeah, but that's what it comes down. It gives you that kind of ability, and it's like you're officially free from all of this shit, but you still have all your shit.
So you're gonna pay $300?
Oh no! I want it. I'm not going to do it, but I want it.
This is how Apple gets everyone.
Hey. If you needed it, you would.
What?
If you use the applications as said, then
I would spend money.
Yeah,
I mean, I got a smartwatch and I didn't get it because of that fancy stuff. I guess I just got it because I wanted a smartwatch.
But what the fuck do you want a smartwatch for? You have a phone.
I don't know.
And your job allows you to have your phone. It's not like I feel.
This shit's been around since Star Trek and all that other stuff. You have a watch.
The smartphone? Are you ready to hear this? Stop.
Some people want to do it.
Dude, the smartwatch has been around in Japan for like 10 years, and it was a failing entity. And the fact that Americans get it and they're like, oh my God, this is amazing. Japan is looking at us and laughing.
But Japanese are buying that shit. What are you talking about?
No, they're not.
Are you kidding me? Apple's one of the number one phones over there.
But they're not buying the smartwatch.
Do you have statistics on this?
No, but I know that it's a failing entity.
I don't know.
They were reluctant to bring it over because it failed so bad in that market.
We're not talking about Xbox here, so I think we need to look that up. We'll talk about that next time because I don't have any proof, but I think they do have it.
They could have it. They're not doing well with it. That's the difference between the two.
I don't know. So. That you wanted to start off with that with Apple.
With Apple,
how many people turned off the podcast right now?
I mean, those are the only people who have the podcast right now. So they're Team Frank.
I guess touche. Yes. Okay.
Where do you want to go? Because
all right, let's start off with first, I saw the trailer of this movie made by...
It's not a movie.
It's not a movie. It's about... you don't even know what I'm talking about.
Are you talking about what I showed you this morning?
No.
Okay.
We were talking about Blomkamp, right? Did I say it right this time? Remember, we're trying to figure out how to pronounce it. Blomkamp, director of District 9. He did Chappie. He did...
Elysium.
I only saw the first two. I didn't see Chappie. But they made a little trailer called Atom Mirror. I just saw this right before this, and it's made. He directed this. His style. When you see it, it's his style. In fact, there's some robots that they show up there that actually look like Chappie. He made it with a game engine. The game engine is called Unity Engine.
Okay.
and it looks amazing. And the reason they went to him and they showed it to him is because they wanted to get his directing abilities into there, and they wanted to show him how much better it is to do a movie through a game engine than to doing it through actual rendering through a computer animation like Pixar, stuff like that. He liked it. He liked it so much that he did it. I mean, there was a movie before that of Adam, but it looks amazing.
Isn't this okay? So now I'm going to where I always go. Did you read the Rolling Stone article with Hideo Kojima where they interviewed him about the similarities of movies and video games and how the technology is being mirrored? They go to Planet of the Apes or award the Planet of the Apes as their like.
Well, they're making a game though, no?
Right, but they were interviewing Hideo and asking him questions about the process in which he makes his video games versus making a film and how similar they are, how different they are, and using the technologies and how movies have gotten exponentially better because of video games and things along those lines.
But I'm talking about games are not made. I mean, not games. The movies are not made with a game engine. The game engines are made to make games, but when you do animation, you have to render, and it takes sometimes to just see a 1 minute scene. You can have to wait hours for the scene to render, and as a director, you don't have the time to fucking wait for that shit. You know, you wait. Let's assume you wait 8 hours for a 5 minute scene, and then you finally renders off, and you absolutely fucking hate it, and you want to do that shit all over again. Doing it through game engine, which is what Blomkamp was talking about, is he can manipulate the scene right on the spot. No rendering. That's how game engines work.
Okay, yeah.
You can do whatever you want to the scene while it still looks exactly the same. And so let's assume he has a scene where it's during the day. He thinks it doesn't look good. You can turn it into night like that. You don't have to redo the entire fucking scene to see what it's going to look like. And
well, I mean, you're the one with the animation degree, so I don't. So I'm not aware.
I didn't go to school for gaming, but the game engine is you can manipulate it. This is when every time they show you Unreal Engine and shit,
right? And
then they show you, oh, look at this, and they turn it day, they turn it night.
Like what you're saying is I'm basing that, and then when I see.
Pixar and stuff, no, it's not the same.
Oh.
No, they have to render a long time before they can see the scene. Yes, you can do a preview of like no textures and stuff.
Wait, my fucking head hurts, but continue. Go. I'm listening.
What?
No, keep going. No, keep talking. I'm sorry. It's just.
What? You gonna drop dead here?
Yeah, no, like. Okay, because this is what I'm thinking. This is me as an outsider thinking, and you're explaining.
But your head hurts because of the way you're thinking it, or because
yeah. Okay, stop.
God,
stop. No. Stop, because this is what I'm thinking.
I thought it was a physical thing.
To a certain degree, it is a physical thing.
I'm like, do I have to call the ambulance?
No, I'm not having an aneurysm, but I'm on the verge of it because you and I watch E3 like ritually. Yeah, I mean it's an annual thing that we do. I mean, Jesus, I don't think there's been a year that we've missed in some time.
We've seen it since Blockbuster.
I mean, so with that being said, every fucking year they show the rendering and they show physics engines and stuff along those lines, day-night cycles. What was it? Was it Far Cry 3 when they were showing how like we're gonna build a mountain right now and then how it blocked out the sun?
Yeah, that's all.
These fucking directors haven't seen this shit? No. What the fuck are we paying Steven Spielberg for? What the fuck are we paying James Cameron for, that fat fuck?
I think the game engines also have like they don't have the strength of rendering through Maya. Is it Maya still? I don't know if it's Maya or 3D or whatever. These programs are way more powerful than a game engine, but the rendering and the be able to manipulate at the scene is much better. It's not the same, believe it or not.
No. All right,
it's two different things. A game engine is not the same as a program that renders like Pixar stuff. Is similar, but it's not. I mean, guys, leave comments if I'm wrong, but it's not the same. You can't manipulate it at the same time. Like one has more powerful than the other. But okay, let me get. This is the reason when they showed him this, he was shocked of how amazing, how easy, and how almost identical it is to movie production and stuff. So that he actually did this thing, and and check it out, guys. It's on YouTube. It's it's Adam Mirror, and it's pretty amazing. When you see it, it does look like it's made with movie quality, like, because here's normally when you see a game, back then, I'm talking about back then, they had the game engine,
right?
They would do the cutscenes. The cutscenes weren't done by game engine. I'm not talking about the cuts. You could tell the difference. Let's say,
yes, I
don't want to say Final Fantasy 7, but okay,
Final Fantasy 10.
No, yes, 10.
Okay,
the scenes where you see them talking and there's cutscenes, that's engine. The scene where you actually saw Yuna come out and walk on the water,
right,
and did her thing for the souls, that's not the same game engine. That's just rendering on a different program.
Now, with that being, that's older.
That's older.
That's older technology.
Now they do it through the game engine. So
right.
when you see CG, it's normally the same game engine. Normally, sometimes you could tell. Sometimes you could tell there's way more detail in a specific scene than it would look in the game engine. I'm trying to figure out a game that you could tell, but like Horizon, I think that was all fucking game engine, all of it.
Yeah,
I mean, I might be wrong, but that was all game engine.
I'm willing to almost bet
Kojima was the same thing. All the Metal Gear was all game engine,
and that's why those games were so great.
Yeah,
all those games were just.
And go ahead.
No. I'm all the way back to Metal Gear 1.
So what makes it so cool is that it feels like a CG, and then the black lines disappear, and you're playing the fucking game. If those lines don't disappear, or sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes there is no line, and it just stops, and you're like waiting for the rest of the movie.
I'm laughing right now because this is. Are you ready for this? So, getting internet back, I've been able to play a lot more games, and then I just finally got my hands on Uncharted Lost Legacy, which
is cool. Let's proceed anyway.
No. Yeah. It's cool, but I'm going from one to the other. I was playing it. My girlfriend was watching me play, and there was a cutscene, and some shit happened where like there was an explosion, and I got thrown out the window and everything along those lines, and I start running, and she goes to me. She goes, "Are we just gonna sit here all night and watch this cutscene, or are you gonna play?" And I'm like, "I've been playing for like 5 minutes now."
Yeah,
zero clue. And that game, Naughty Dog is really utilizing their engines.
Yes, they. I don't even think they do cutscenes with actual old programs like that. They do it all engine.
And Lost Legacy so far, I rented it. I didn't buy it on Black Friday. I'm gonna buy it Black Friday. Jesus Christ, guys, that Black Friday episode, I'm gonna just be talking about games that are older because they're new to me. The amount of games I'm going to get.
Oh, my God.
It's going to be scary.
The amount of money I'm going to spend on the last week of October. See, he buys them at Black Friday. I buy them new, which I don't think anything new came out this week. So
we have Forza, but no Xbox.
Well, first of all, I don't like racing, and I don't have an Xbox, and I'm not going to buy it for PC because it's not for Steam. It's for Windows. Fuck Windows. If you're not going to put it on Steam, I'm not going to get it. Plain and simple. I made a mistake about Gears of War on Windows, and that was
garbage.
It was a great game. It's just that Windows sucks. The Windows gaming, whatever, I think it's Xbox. I think it's called Xbox, whatever, is terrible.
No.
When you used to perfection from Valve, and then you go to Microsoft,
That's why they hired Phil.
Oh, my God. It's so terrible. They really need to fix that. Yeah, if he's going to PC, he needs to fix that shit big time because it needs a lot of fixing. I wouldn't put a game. I refuse to buy like now Killer. I think they know that too because the first game they brought out was the one where he can control time. What the fuck was it? I always do this. I bring out a game and I can't remember it because it was Quantum whatever. And now Killer Instincts came out for Steam.
Wow.
So they're realizing if they're gonna sell, they need to go to Steam.
Yeah.
They can't stay in Microsoft or Windows.
Until they fix it, at least.
The Windows Store. Oh, man, I don't think anybody... know how many people are in Steam? You know how many people hate to buy EA games on Origin? A lot of fucking people hate buying on Origin, but EA doesn't give them a choice, and it's just they do it because they want to get the game.
Right.
So at least EA and Ubisoft are providing amazing games that people go like, you know what? Fuck it. It sucks that I have to download Origin, that I have to download Ubisoft because those are different. If you want to get the game for PC, you have to get those things, but they're great games. What is Windows offering?
Gears of War, Halo.
There were some games. This is a crazy thing. They had some games that was available for Steam and for Windows, and they actually thought that they could sell on Windows. Seriously, nobody bought it. Nobody was getting it. Everybody's getting it for Steam. Why the hell would you? I mean, if you're gonna give them the choice, they're not gonna go to you. So Ubisoft and EA they're different. They're like, you either buy it here or you're not gonna fucking play it. And Blizzard also.
Yeah, but I mean, they also have the market.
Exactly. They have the market.
I mean, that's where Microsoft's downfall is. They have 4 games. They have Forza, they have Gears, they have Alan Wake, and they have Halo.
Alan Wake hasn't been around for like 10 years.
They've been
like that.
They've been teasing a sequel for like since its release.
Did you just bring Alan Wake into this?
That's it.
Well, they have Rare, so Rare needs to come up with something.
Did you ever read that article where they're like, well, we're not going to bring back Banjo-Kazooie because we don't have a good enough game?
So then they left the team and then they did their own little game.
What, with the chameleon or whatever?
Yeah. Ukulele.
Yeah,
ukulele.
But they're like, there's nothing innovating. We're not going to do it. And it's... Fans don't need something we don't need something that's gonna.
They're sitting on a gold mine and they're not doing anything. Not only that, what about Perfect Dark and Conkers? They made a new Conkers. Do you know how much they would sell?
Oh yeah,
they have the fucking Rare license and they don't do anything with it.
No, they don't.
Fucking hey man, it's so stupid.
I think and Perfect Dark. Excuse me. Perfect Dark with the it's not steampunk. It's with cyberpunk, with the cyberpunk style, the gringy lighting and just the futuristic weapon. Do you remember playing Perfect Dark?
Yeah, I remember.
Dude,
I remember playing it for that and the X360.
I didn't play it for the 360, but I played it for the 64, and we played the shit out of it.
It was a good game.
Dude, the fact that almost every gun had a secondary fire function, and like some of them would turn into like landmines. Do you realize how cool that was?
Everything was cool.
That game was really, really cool.
How did we get to this? Because I can lead from there to the next thing we were going to talk about.
But well, I mean, I was talking about Uncharted and how
Uncharted,
good,
yeah, yes, how good.
Uncharted's really cool. From what I read, it got a bunch of 8s because they said it's too much like Part 4. It was too much.
It's in the Uncharted. Are you kidding me?
But they said there was
how were they going to make it different?
There was too much lack of originality.
How were they? It's a
stop. It's its own game. It's not a DLC. It's a full-fledged game.
It's the same.
Right, but this is...
It's not fair to say it's the same when it is.
No, because 1, 2, and 3, and 4 were all distinctly different. Each one was distinctly different from the next. This one didn't offer anything that's like new. Does that make sense?
But it's been... How long? A year? A year?
Yeah.
Come on.
That's what they said. They said that it felt, from what I read online, and I could see it. I honest to God, I could see that it's not so much original as it was with the other 4, because 1 took kind of place in the jungle, and then you had the Nazi camp, and then 2 was
Nazi camp. Are you talking about Indiana Jones?
No,
there was no Nazis.
Yes, there were.
In Part 1?
Yeah, don't you remember the Nazi U-boat? They found a Nazi U-boat.
There was only one scene.
No, but then they found the whole factory underground. You don't remember this? Where you were killing, where they found stock footage because the El Dorado gave people fucking lice.
Whatever. Keep going, because that was a long time ago. Okay.
Yeah. And then part 2 took place in the Himalayas.
Yes.
Part 3 took place in the desert.
Yeah.
Part 4 was heavy in the jungle, but it also had a lot of underwater aesthetics.
A lot of water scenes.
A lot of water scenes. And this one has a lot of the same jungle. I'm granted, I only made it chapter 4, and I took it back. It was a rental. But it had a lot of the Jeep, driving around in the Jeep, using the wench.
I'm still want to play it, but
it's great. No, I love the Uncharted series. I'm a huge fan of the Uncharted series. I would like to see I don't know how it ends. I would love to see Chloe come back. I think she's an interesting character. I like the fact that she's not white and that she's also a woman. Yes,
it's different.
It's different. It gets away from the aesthetic.
What is Chloe?
She's Indian.
Is she?
Yeah, it reveals that she is Indian.
Oh, that explains why she's British also.
Yeah. It's really cool. From what I played of it, I didn't finish it, but it was really cool. They had some new features. She picks locks, which was an interesting feature. There's a lot of comedy between the women because it has
hate each other.
They hate each other, but they're working together. It's the sassiness. I would say that they're. Goddamn, if Naughty Dog cannot flesh out a character well, they're so good at just giving individuals personality.
And I like that lady. What was her name? The one,
the black chick.
Yeah, what was her name?
Oh, I can't remember it.
I liked her in 4. I liked her in 4. I wanted to see more, and then she just disappeared.
Yeah,
she didn't get killed or anything.
But that's why she's in this. To her personality.
Yeah,
and they
she
lend
was
themselves.
awesome, man.
Oh, dude,
when she kicked Drake's ass,
no,
that was amazing.
No, but they're awesome together too. That's what makes it really cool. Is their personalities are very alpha dominant, and at the same time they know that they kind of need each other. It's really cool. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
All right, so this is your recommendation.
I totally recommend it.
How much is that? You know,
I don't know.
$40. I think it's like $40.
Black Friday. It'll be $15 at that, man. I'll get them both because I got a platinum port 4. I platinumed every single Uncharted up to this. I platinumed every single Naughty Dog game since the inception of trophies.
Well, yeah, of course. When I go back to PlayStation, now I'm having a hard time doing platinum. I don't know why. There's just so many games.
Oh no, you're dude. If I had multiple consoles, I wouldn't trophy hunt either.
Well, I mean,
got better things to do in my life.
I feel like Steam doesn't really go like, wow, you got a platinum. They have it, but they don't. It's not the same. It's not the same when you hear that sound and you see the platinum.
Real quick though,
that's why I never liked the Xbox one either, because
you just got points.
You got points and it was the same shit. It was just you did it. That's it. But when you see that platinum show up,
and it's on the side of the,
it really does feel like it's an accomplishment.
Did you see what they're doing in Australia?
Oh yes, we put it up in our Twitter page.
It's on Twitter. That trophy, dude.
It looks amazing.
I would love to get my hands on one of those.
I think you can. I mean, if you have $400, you can just get it done.
I should.
One of those 3D.
I should get one made and then just have a little plaque, and every time I get a new platinum, just add it to the list of just fucking.
Yeah.
I'm at 40.
You're 40?
40 you could probably take away 4 of them for Telltale games, because all you gotta do is beat the game.
You'll never get Red Dead.
Yeah, I mean, c'est la vie. It is what it is. But
I can still do the Dead Space. I just haven't had chance. But I can do it. You can never do Red Dead. You know why?
You need 7 people to play online.
And there's nobody is done. Nobody's online anymore.
I bet you with part 2 coming out, there's probably a ton of people online.
Yeah, with part 2 coming on, but I mean, I'm talking about once the
right.
Yeah, once the online is abandoned.
Now is my window.
Nobody's in there. It's the same thing with Assassin's Creed 2.
Brotherhood.
Was it Brotherhood? Yeah, Brotherhood, I think it was.
Brotherhood was the first.
You
one.
had to do the online, and now it's good luck finding one person in there.
Yeah.
Good luck. Anyway, going back to Xbox buying Rare and not using it. This is what I'm afraid that they're going to do with Bluehole also. PUBG, Player Unknown Battlegrounds, which is an amazing game. Okay, we get it. It's an amazing game, and I'm afraid of Xbox. I'm really afraid that I'm afraid for some of the Bluehole get greedy and take the fucking money. So, Bluehole, look at Rare. What's Rare doing now? Other than sitting in a mountain of money, what exactly have they done with their licenses? Nothing. Going to that. Last week they talked about Bluehole was thinking about putting it out for PlayStation 4, PUBG. We all got excited. I feel that sending it to PlayStation 4, the number one game system right now, no matter what the money is, if you want to make more money, why not put it in the number one game system? Or both, okay, to just put it out for both systems, but to make it for Xbox, okay, I don't know if that's gonna push your push sales. I know you got money, so whatever. But then after they said they were thinking about doing it for PlayStation 4, then a couple of hours later they said that Xbox is thinking about extending the exclusivity till the end of 2018 or mid 2018. So, sorry, Sony fans, you might not see it for a while. And by then, it might be old news. I don't know.
Yeah, it'll probably be old news. It'll probably be... There will probably be hardcore...
But, I mean, it sold good for... Tomb Raider sold, even though they got...
Oh, yeah, Tomb Raider sold... First-party games always sell well on PlayStation. They always do. They never were... Until the 4 came out, they never were big online spot. That's one of the reasons why I was always a Sony guy. They're first party titles. I don't play well with other people. I really don't.
You don't?
It's one of two things, and I'm not
fucking screamed at me the whole time in Cuphead. The whole time I got screamed at. So I wonder why you can't play with other people.
Well, no, but the thing is this: when I play a video game online, and I'm not gonna stand here and say I'm the greatest gamer ever, because I mean, hell, there are people who get paid to play video games, and I'm here doing a podcast for free. But you have people who are when I'm playing a game, it's either people who are way at the top of the list, and the only thing they ever play is this one fucking game, and they don't play anything else, or it's the absolute bottom of the fucking barrel, and they're just like, oh, I'm just here to have fun. It's like, no, dude, you're here to fucking play a game.
True.
There's never any in between for me. There's never a time when I play there's never a time when I play a game and I felt like, wow, that was fun. Either it's like, fuck, these guys suck, or Jesus Christ, these guys have no life. There's never an in between for me.
You sound like an Overwatch player.
There's no in between for me.
You sound just like what I have to deal with.
It's one or the other, and that's why I will say the one thing that I do enjoy is when my friends, the close friends that I have, can play, because I feel like they're at an acceptable level of ability.
I mean, I wouldn't say at your level, but yes. He screams at me, so I have to do good. I have to do good. I have no choice.
But it's... I don't know. I hate redoing things in video games. And losing
that's part of it. That's
no, but the thing is if we could defeat it, let's do it the first fucking time until we actually come across a challenge. Like when we're playing Division, the like 3 times that we ever played together, and somebody's dying in the background and they're laughing, I'm like, fuck, man, why are you dying? Stop running out in front of the fucking bullets.
Hey, we did good though.
No,
when my brother played.
Well, your brother's also level. This goes back to what I'm talking about. Your brother's like level 6 million, and I'm 12.
We killed it.
He killed it. He's like one shot in everybody, and I'm dying in 3 shots. It's like, what the fuck?
This is why I don't like the way the Division was made, and this is why I think, like we talked about it last week, that the online features, just make a game for people to play, and then make online on the side. Don't make your whole fucking game remote online because of that. This man is at level... What level are you at?
Which one?
Division.
20...
20-something. And trust me, he would be way higher if you could just let him play by himself. But you can't play that game by yourself.
No.
You can, but get ready.
Oh, dude. Like, I was first night I got internet back, I went back and I played Division. And I was playing it for a little bit. And I went to the dark zone. I went, but I went to
hate people in the dark zone.
I went to the dark zone just to fuck around because I've done fairly well.
But you fuck around with people or fuck around with
no NPCs? But dude, the NPCs. Did I miss an update where they buffed the shit out of them? Because I'm level 25 and they're level 25. Them motherfuckers are smoking me like a blunt.
Because of the colors. It doesn't matter the level. Remember the colors?
No.
That made it tougher?
No. There's a prime character who's purple and then everybody else is blue. The blue fuckers are taking me out and they're taking me out in like 4 shots. And it's
just be happy it's just a CPO that's your problem, bro. I went in there once and there were five fuckers who were killing every one of the Division people coming in there. These 5 assholes. And then people came on, you come back. And everybody's coming back and they want to kill because once you kill them, I think it's a trophy. And they became like, they were like public enemy number 1. And there were 5 of them working together and they were kicking our asses.
Yeah, no.
That's the worst. But I guess that's one of the things about the Dark Zone. You have to worry about the people, not the CPU.
No, and from an aesthetic point, that looks awesome. I mean, it goes back to like communism. It looks good on paper. It sucks in application.
Okay. Okay.
You never heard that? Dude, if I gave you the
I never heard of the... Okay, let's not talk about communism, please. Let's proceed. All right. So, PlayStation 5.0 update.
Firmware.
The firmware, I mean, for what I say, it's not that much. What was it, the company?
No, I was
Polygon?
The Polygon said it. Polygon
perfectly.
And I know it was literally what I was thinking of. And I love my Sony. I will always love my Sony until they, do something really bad. But fucking A, man. Let me change my goddamn screen name already.
It really does.
I'm so tired of being a screen name that I came up with.
I hate it.
When I was in fucking middle school. My screen name is a direct representation of when I was in middle school and we were gaming. Back when you could not get your name in fucking AOL because somebody else had your unique nickname that you thought were so cool. So therefore we had to come up with something. So all you young gamers out there who have a clan, back then we made clans in the name and you put your name in right before your actual video game name. That way you could have your little cool nickname based off your clan. And I still use mine. And my students say, what the hell does that mean? When they try to add me on PlayStation. I'm like, I'm an old school gamer. You know nothing of this.
Where do they see mine? George hates mine.
Mama Fifi.
And I won't change it. No, because my reference to Mama Fifi was Hotmail gave it to me. So I said, you know what? Fuck it. Let's stick with that.
But I'm tired of it's one of those things where it's just dated, and me being a man, I'm tired of looking at it. It represents my youth, but it doesn't represent me anymore, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
And I want it gone. I want it as far away from me as humanly possible.
Well, someday, maybe 6.0 or 5.5.
Or
so
but the 5.0 did come with some good features. It came with
the tournament mode, which I think is pretty cool.
Go ahead, elaborate on tournament mode.
60 characters, 60 people can play at the same time, and I think they're giving away prizes too, which is actually really cool. I don't know what the prizes are. Right now there's only 2 games, but Uncharted and then Uncharted Lost Legacy. But I think that's pretty cool, and you can put whatever. This up to 60 people, but I mean, we could all be. It could be just you, me, George, and Dylan, and then we can compete on these games. But other than that, I didn't see anything else that was unbelievable. Big changes. I mean, the messaging app. Who the hell uses that?
The kids,
I guess. I mean, why do I need to put another? Yes, you can message through the system. That's the only time I would use it. But why would I download that shit into my phone? Why?
I use it to show off my trophies to my kids. because my kids think that they are all kinds of awesome in video games, and I show all my trophies, and they drop my phone. Thank God I have an OtterBox because my screen would be cracked.
But I mean, 5.0. When you hear 5.0, you figured it was gonna be something huge. It's fucking 5.0. It's not 4.8, 4.9.
It did a lot of essentially what I say it as is it fixed a lot of the annoyances. It fixed you don't have to have pop-ups anymore. Game downloaded, person messaged you, update downloaded.
Now you can follow anybody. You don't have to be friends with them.
Right.
But
I like the friends list update where you can categorize. So if you play a lot of the Division with a certain group of friends and you play Grand Theft Auto Online with another group of friends, you could separate them into groups. That way when they pop up into the group, then you can just...
That's actually really cool.
That's in there. The Guardian mode is nice because essentially...
What is that, for kids?
It's for kids so that they can't access mature content that you may have downloaded. For them to get onto the PlayStation, they need a code. And for you to get the...
Nintendo did it first.
But then from there to verify it, Sony charges 50 cents. That way that you have a credit card, because a little kid can't get their hands on they shouldn't be able to get their hands on a credit card. I mean, you'd be surprised, but...
Yeah, no. Yeah, it happens a lot, believe it or not.
But the theory there is in good sound reason. Plus, if your kid got a hold of your credit card, you would know that they got on to the system, so you need to change shit.
That's actually really cool. The Nintendo one is amazing. The way they do it is by phone. Have you seen if your kid is playing too much, you have you could put a time limit. You could restrict games. You do the same thing with they don't let you purchase anything.
So wait a second. Hold on.
I can time it.
But that's great that you can time it. Does that bitch go into rest mode or does it power off? Because let me tell you something.
Believe it or not, Nintendo thought about this because they give you an explanation. It says it's before I can turn it off through my phone. If she's not listening and I say turn it off, I can go through the phone and turn it off myself.
Right.
It doesn't turn off automatically. It will bug the hell out of you with an alarm.
Okay.
Eventually, an adult will hear the alarm.
Okay.
But she knows the system has trained her. When it goes off, is turn it off. You can set how much time you can play. You can say Monday through Fridays, 2 hours tops. So it counts from the moment you turn it on that day. It already starts counting. So if you do half an hour at 9 a.m. and then you do whatever another half an hour later at 2 hours, it starts telling you turn it off. So you could do that for like homework days or whatever, school days and stuff like that. It does give you the power off button on your phone, which I think is really cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, no, you're not listening. When you push the power off, it tells you, do you really want to do this? Because, they could lose. It says you can lose save progress or whatever. So even Nintendo is telling you, this is fucked up. Let them save it before you turn it off. So that's actually really cool. Yeah. But if it gets to it, you can turn it off right there. Boom, and it shuts off. Whatever, you lose everything. You didn't save, whatever. And I feel that if you're not listening, then you deserve it anyway. You get plenty of times to save.
No, I'm just saying no, because it sounded like the timer, once it turns off, the system just shuts off.
No.
That'd be
because of that. Nintendo knows the gamers how horrible it is to make it somewhere and then you can't save. Oh my god. Anywho, what's next? Andrew House steps down. Our friend Phil goes up. Andrew House goes down. No explanation.
So 1990 though, man.
Yeah. 1990. I mean, they didn't really even say effective immediately is what I read. That really sounds like you got fired or something. But he's still going to stay for the rest of the year though. So as an easy transition for the next person.
It could be it could be a PR stunt.
It could be.
When it says effective immediately, that typically means
that they got rid of you. But he did a lot of good for PlayStation. He brought it up, and it's number one again. So good luck to you, Mr. House, on wherever your adventure leads you. Hopefully, it's not like Microsoft, because that would suck. What do you got? What's next for you?
Sticking with Sony, sticking with games. Game that we talked about a little bit, but we haven't been able to talk about a lot. Well, at least on my end, because I didn't have internet. Warframe.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It is.
No, it's real. Like, I don't know how far you are.
I think I'm at level 7. Not far.
But you're still on Earth.
Yeah.
No, dude, I left Earth. I've been playing, man. It's fucking cool. Holy shit.
It's really cool.
It sucks though right now because my weapon as of right now is no longer as good as it once was, and I'm trying to acquire a new weapon.
Yeah. Don't they have microtransactions?
No, but you can get weapons. You can get weapons over time. I don't know what I'm gonna get a new weapon, but
how is the community in PlayStation? Are people playing it?
Yeah.
All right, because in PC, every time I play on PC, there's people.
Dude, there's a ton of people.
You know, it's free. You can't be free,
but it's
good.
It's really fucking good, and the modes in it are really fucking good. Like I thought it was just gonna be like, okay, go to point A, kill something, leave. Go to point B, kill something, leave. Go to point C, kill something, leave. There's a bunch of different modes. Like there's this one where they have these things called harvesters that drop down, and you have to give it power to continue to harvest shit. And you can just leave it and just let it die and you'll get whatever, or you can stand and fight and just keep killing guys, and then the guys will drop a battery, so you throw the battery in it to harvest more shit. I did both. Like, and the thing is it starts to scale. So the first harvester, it's nothing. Like you're dropping bitches left and right. And then they start to get harder and harder and harder. And after you've done like the fourth harvester, it's like, do you want to extract now or do you want to keep going? And I kept going once. And then I would just like drop the harvester and run as far away from that fucker, because it's going to mine for a little bit and then it's going to get destroyed, and whatever it mined for that little bit is what I got. Because there was so many enemies there. I'm just like, nope. Go to the next one. That one drops. And I just kept running. And I was in straight survival mode because I had no idea it was going to scale that hard.
Can you play that game not online? You have to play it online.
It has to be online. But it's
justifiable.
But it's fun. And and it goes back to it's fun. And just the different modes that are there, they make it interesting. Nothing got boring. And if you think you're Billy Badass and you want to keep going, you can keep going. Dude, there are times where I just cut my losses. I'm like, fuck it, get me out of this.
I love that shit like that.
I know I'm live to fight another day, man. That's it. That was my motto. My character kind of sucks right now because I'm in that in between.
Yeah, I'm like, oh man, I hate my character and I want to change it so bad.
I want to change aspects of my character too, but I'm sticking with them. I at times, man, I love my bow and arrow, and other times I'm like, God, I just want a machine gun.
do you have Prime? Do you have a? Oh, I don't know if it works for PlayStation. Maybe.
Yeah. The Twitch Prime, you get a bunch of free shit. No, I don't have Twitch Prime.
I got my shit, and it made my character look worse. It's like, no wonder this shit was free. It looks terrible, horrendous.
What did you get?
I don't know, some weird shit to put on the character and changed it completely.
Oh, dude, there's all
look terrible. Dude, I was like, why am I?
Have you seen all the customizations you could do for your character?
Yes.
You can put stuff on the shoulder. You can put stuff on the legs. You can have a crazy cape or fucking bionic angel wings that are floating.
And you can change the color for that. You can change it. But you have to play. I mean,
but it reward. Where most free-to-play games, at some point, it's like you have to pay for something. This one here, you can just play. One of my students jumped on, who's been playing it for like a year and a half.
A year and a half? I just heard of this fucking game.
No, this game's been out for like 4 years, man. This game's been out for a hot minute. One of my students who's been playing, his character is all kinds of crazy tricked out. He has like this little pet that shoots freezing laser beams, and like I'm watching him and I'm just sitting there shock and awe. Like I'm getting killed because I'm watching him decimate like 50 guys. I'm like,
so get it, guys. It's free. Play it. Is really good.
I liked Warframe.
Like, okay, now I'm gonna see what I played. And I didn't play much for it. I played Cuphead. Again, by myself, it is not the same. It is really hard. And unless you're like Frank, who you're a perfectionist, me, I was like, man, fuck this. Unless I play with somebody, I won't play.
It's too hard?
It's very hard by yourself. I mean, I'm sure people are going like, oh, what a vagina. But I really can't. It's to me, it's too hard. Maybe it's because I'm getting old. But with Frank, it was more enjoyable. I'm trying to get Kimberly to play with me because she likes those type of games. And
yeah, side scrollers are typically fun.
Yeah, and I played Fortnite. I don't know. I didn't think I talked about this last week. I wanted to talk about it. I did talk about it before last episode about how I said that Bluehole was being a real, crybaby because they're stealing their ideas, and that's ridiculous. And I said, oh, come on, you're number one, stop whining. So I play Fortnite, which is free. If you want to play that version of Battle Royale, Fortnite is free. You can download it for free, and you have to download the stupid Epic thing again for PC. I didn't I just tell you that I hated downloading Origin and Unity? They make you do the same thing for Epic. I have to agree with Bluehole in this. This is a fucking ripoff. I agree. I feel bad. I'm sorry.
I disagree, but go ahead.
I agree that it was the exact same. No, it was the exact same fucking game. You're on a plane. No, not only that. Whoa, you start off. You're with a bunch of people waiting for it to start. So just like PUBG. Then you're on a plane, and then you jump off.
Wait. So you're gonna tell me that there's a character select screen, and you move?
No, come on,
from
that's not the
box
same.
to box to box.
No.
And then you hit a button, and it selects your character, and then there's a cutscene that shows both characters standing face to face, and then they go and they fight each other.
Which is not the same.
It's Mortal Kombat. It's Street Fighter. It's the same thing. Not.
If Scorpion said Hadouken instead of come over here, Street Fighter had every fucking reason to fight. Yes or no?
No, but they're not saying Hadouken.
They're not. But in this fucking game, wait. I need to show it to you.
Seen it. It's
the exact same thing. Parachute. You jump off.
Okay, wait.
You do the
so ready? Okay, so we're at the arcade. You and I are at the arcade. You're at Street Fighter, and I'm at Mortal Kombat, right?
Okay, and it's totally different. Okay, it's not the same.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
We're going Street Fighter 2 versus Mortal Kombat, okay?
Okay.
Are you good? You put in your little quarters. Ding, ding. Hit start, right? When I hit start, it goes darn, and then it has 7 characters. No. We're not in Aladdin. But
that was the theme song when you were picking your character.
No, that was Aladdin.
And you went like this. I will fucking play that. It sounds just like that.
I can't wait till you make the video for this. Because that is Aladdin. Put it.
No,
that is Aladdin. I can't wait.
Scorpion.
No.
Scorpion. Raiden. It was the same thing.
So,
all right, we'll do that
here we
later.
go. Ready? So check this out. I want you to.
Okay.
So you put your quarter in, I put my quarter in, and it goes darn, and I have the 7 boxes to pick a character, and you have your boxes, right? And so you're clicking. So I hit start, you hit start, right? You good so far?
Yeah.
Okay. So characters pop up. We got our characters, but before we get into a fight, it shows the 2 characters standing next to each other, right? My character, the other character. Yes? Or are they still the same? Okay. So round 1, and our characters are just standing there. Fight, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so then they fight. And as they're fighting, when one character wins, do they have a victory stance?
Yes.
Okay. So now, after I win 4 consecutive fights, I'm going to go into a mini game where I got to break wood. Do you go into a mini game where you got to break something?
Yes.
Okay. So how
So Midway ripped off a couple of the ideas. Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
No, it's not the same.
It is not verbatim the same.
No,
the only thing that was different was one had blood, the other didn't.
Nope.
One had animation, the other one.
I'm gonna leave it to the listeners to agree with you or disagree, but Mortal Kombat was a different game. It was. It is the same fighting, and I agree. That's fine. But they could have done a battle royale that didn't have to do it exactly the same.
I just gave you both games and they're exactly the same.
It's not, because that's the menu screen. All menu screens are the same.
No, it's not.
Yes, most of the menu screens are the same in fighting games. That is not the same. I don't agree with the you have to wait there in the same. You're comparing fighting to. It's just not the same.
So you're gonna say an Overwatch. So you're gonna say an Overwatch and Team Fortress. Before you fight, you're not all waiting around in the same room as a team?
No. Overwatch, you don't wait in a room. What are you talking about?
You wait in a room.
You pick your character and you wait.
You pick your character, and then there's a countdown before you guys leave your little area. You're all in a box, like in your house. We could see the house, right?
Yeah, to get out?
That's the exact same shit as Team Fortress. That's the exact same fucking shit as Team Fortress.
Okay.
So that's the
but
same.
It's not. It's just a little version of it.
Right. You're just.
They stole the whole thing. It's not the same. They stole the exact whole concept of the exact same game. You can compare it all as much as you want, but Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat may have that different, but okay. How are you going to do it different if you want to pick a character? How? You say the fucking name and it picks it? You can't. In order to make another fighting game, you have to do it like that. You have no other fucking choice. You can't change that.
You can.
No, you cannot. How? Tell me a different fighting game that you pick your characters differently. There's not one fighting game that doesn't do it differently.
You could do it.
Tell me one.
You could.
Tell me one.
You could.
You can't. Tell me one. One game that's done it. You don't.
No, not.
You got the box, you pick the character, then you fight. It's different. If you fucking told me and blocking was different from Mortal Kombat.
Right.
But if it was the same exact thing, back, forward, whatever, because I think that's how, if I'm not mistaken, that's how Mortal Kombat is, right?
No, it's back,
forward,
back forward, yeah.
Whatever. But if everything was Hadouken style, which there's not that many games that do the exact same thing, Hadouken and back forward, and then you have the character to I can't, let's say Street Fighter. If Street Fighter did Street Fighter 3 and then put fatalities, you're telling me that Midway had no option to complain about that? It's the exact same thing though. No, we're talking about the exact same fucking thing. The
Killer Instinct. Killer Instinct.
That was a ripoff, of course. I remember when that came out. People were talking about how that was a ripoff from Mortal Kombat.
Right. But it was there.
But you're disagreeing that it's not a ripoff.
Oh no, I'm not disagreeing that it's not a ripoff. But what I'm saying is that it's video games, man.
No, but you're allowed to complain about it, is what I'm saying. But you're allowed to complain about it.
You're allowed to complain about it, but taking legal action against them,
they didn't do it. I mean,
that's where the issue comes into play.
They're not going to do it. They say they're going to do it, but they're not going to do it because they took things from H1Z1 too.
Right, but I mean, this is my thing. Because I saw gameplay of Fortnite, and one of the big things about Fortnite is you can build a fort.
Yes, and it's the only thing that's different.
And it has the properties where you can build a fort, you can build walls. You can, if you want to fucking try to run to the middle of the map, build yourself in a fucking little shoebox and hide. You could do that. You can't do that in Z1.
You mean PUBG?
PUBG, yeah. No, you can't do that shit. So I mean, and the characters are different. They have they have the wacky loony guns. You
could have done away if you're gonna do battle royale, you could have just started them off from one corner. Then you didn't have to do the exact thing parachute in.
But then, but now ready. Here's that
doesn't make it longer. It's no longer a battle royale. Now
here's where I'm gonna go with this one. Are you ready? What type of people are playing Fortnite?
Yeah, the people who can't play PUBG.
What type of? But what?
Those are the ones who are playing.
When I first saw Fortnite,
PlayStation owners.
No. When I first saw Fortnite, what type of person is playing Fortnite? You would let Kayla play Fortnite, wouldn't you?
Yeah, because it's not that crazy.
Ah, that's where I'm going with this. That's my argument. It's because the people who are playing PUBG aren't gonna play Fortnite. Majority of them, at least. Because they already have it. this right here, I'm looking at it, and that's something that, you know, your kids can play, my friends' kids can play, and they can enjoy it with their friends and have fun and laugh and giggle about it because they're little kids and they're goofy characters. It's a mix of like Ratchet and Clank. It's like Ratchet and Clank meets Minecraft to a certain degree, and then from there now it's Ratchet and Clank meets PUBG, and
Okay.
Do you see where
I see what you're saying, but I feel like it was a deliberate rip. Let's assume.
Oh, I'm
like
going.
if Mortal Kombat was around already. See, this is what I'm trying to say. If Mortal Kombat was around when Street Fighter 2 came out, right? Mortal Kombat was around at the same time Street Fighter came out. And then they changed the fucking game or changed certain aspects of the game to look exactly like Street Fighter. That's a deliberate ripoff. It is. You made changes to your game to rip off another one that was doing good. It's just not a game that came out afterwards. This is a game that's been around at the same time as PUBG. It was at the same time. They saw an opportunity and they took it. Do I blame them? No, of course not. You want people to play the same shit? People, obviously that's what's in style now. That's my point of the matter, is that it's not like let's make a brand new game. No, they remade a certain aspect of the game to look like PUBG. And that's what I think is getting these people pissed. Because, come on, it's not going to be the only one. Obviously, they're going to make more games that are going to be Battle Royale. There are going to be a bunch of them that come out. But, I mean, it's so close to the releases. And to just... Anyway, please, whoever's listening, give me an email. And I'm going to read it on the next podcast. Whoever's listening, evilmetalgamers@gmail.com. And tell me if you agree with me or with Frank, and I will read it.
We're gonna put it. I'm gonna make this motherfucker into a poll. Check us out
make
on
it a poll.
Evil Metal Gamers
that's
on
perfect.
Twitter.
Make it a poll. I think that's all I got for today. That was a good discussion. You see, only here will you hear this rambling and complaining about this shit. But you got anything else you want to talk about?
Well, this week is slow for video games, but that's just
it's a drought.
But I wouldn't call it a drought. If this is a drought, we're about to get hit with Irma.
Yeah,
because
it is. That's exactly what's going to happen. We're about to get flooded.
We're about to. Jesus Christ, I feel bad for them Puerto Ricans, man.
It's about to happen.
But
the calm before the storm.
I mean, this is the calm before the storm, because if you look at your wallet, you're gonna see fucking moths flying out there, or the credit card strip melting off, because
I was about to buy games and I kept on stopping myself.
Like what next week is Shadow of War. After Shadow of War, we get Assassin's. No,
there's no. What's next week? Next week is 15th? Then yes.
No, the 15th is Assassin's Creed.
No, Assassin's Creed is going to be the 23rd, I think. The Friday 27th is Mario. Yeah. Assassin's Creed is 27th.
Okay, so
it's Mario.
So so then after that is Gran Turismo, for the people who like racers. Forza came out for those Xbox people, the 6 of you who are listening. With that, you have the new South Park game coming out, which looks awesome.
Yes.
After that, you're getting PC's getting a suck ass game, and then
we have to say it for the people.
No, we don't. We
Come
don't.
on.
Just
we have to.
No, I'm not plugging that fucking game.
Don't say it.
We've plugged that game in the past 2 weeks. We're not plugging it again. They get enough shit from. Go watch a fucking Taco Bell commercial if you want to get the goddamn game. Jesus Christ, I'm not plugging that fucking game. I won't even plug the company. Moving on. And then the Friday
we have 3 big games.
We have Mario, Wolfenstein 2.
And Assassin's Creed.
And boys and girls, don't forget that we also get Stranger Things Season 2 that weekend as well.
How do you find time? I don't know. Tell your girlfriends you're going on vacation, or tell your boyfriends you're going on vacation, because we're not going anywhere. We're going to be playing. And then, I don't think we can get all 3. So I'll get Mario, and then you might have to get... Oh, wait a minute. I'm talking to Black Friday guy. So
I'll see what's in something. One of them will be in Redbox on Tuesday.
I will try to get Assassin's Creed, but I'm not going to play a lot. because I'm gonna play
the Mario.
the fuck out of Mario. I mean, I guess when my daughter wants to play Mario,
I'll probably play. Honestly, I might get South Park. I think I'm gonna go and buy the Stick of Truth so I can beat it. So I know.
Oh, you haven't finished it?
No, I didn't finish it. I rented the Stick of Truth when I played it. I played it for like 3 days straight, though, man. Like, Stick of Truth was funny and it was awesome. And there was a scene where I know that I'm going to hell, where it has, Jimmy, the kid who's mentally challenged, who stutters.
Uh-huh.
He's a bard in the game, and he's like, I'm a buh.
Oh my god!
But if you don't hit X, he keeps stuttering, and I just let it play, and I was dying because he's like buh, 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 for a minute and a half straight. I'm like, Jesus Christ!
This is in reference to South Park, people. Please don't be flooding us with complaints. He's talking about South Park. If you don't like South Park, then turn it off.
But I still felt really bad for laughing as long and as hard as I did, but I couldn't stop. Like, you had the opportunity to hit it, and every time I wanted to hit it, he'd say it. And he's like, you ready for the buh? Buh, buh, buh.
Okay.
Buh. Do you see?
Okay. It's been fun, guys. Thank you for listening. Please let other people know. Go to iTunes, subscribe, rate, and review. The three special words. We're doing this because we like it, but we want other people to hear us. So please share, and we really appreciate everybody listening.
And check it out. We're making you can watch us on YouTube. You can watch the full length video, where you can also watch our best of, where we make fun of ourselves
our
and
little
the
clips.
world.
Yeah.
Check us out on Mama Fifi channel.
Yes, Mama Fifi on YouTube, and check us out on Twitter.
Evil Metal Gamers.
Evil Metal Gamers. And guys, email us if you want to. We'll read your emails. If anybody wants to be on the show too, by all means, give us an email. We'll make some time for you. Alrighty.
All right.
Okay, guys.
Love, peace, happiness.
See ya.